the evil prince. In the kingdom of Obioma, the days were heavy with silence. King Jideofor, the once mighty king, was withering away on his throne. His 5 sons stood around him. By the law of the land, the first son was to inherit the throne. It was tradition. It was known. The first son, Chukwuma, was a warrior, strong, brave, respected. The second, Obina, was wise, heir of the council's mind. The third, Kenechukwu, was beloved by the people. The fourth, Chinedu, was calm, a man of peace. But the fifth son, Emeka, was different. Emeka was the one nobody talked about. He had no titles, no fame, no glory. In every gathering, his name was always last, if it was mentioned at all. When people praised the king's sons, Emeka's name floated like an afterthought. He was tired of being the forgotten prince. He wanted to rise above his brothers, and the only path was the throne. Night after night, he sat in the dark corners of the palace, his eyes sharp with hunger. One night, Emeka made a vow to the gods. If tradition will not give me the throne, then tradition must bleed. Emeka revealed his plans to his lover, Amora, and she smiled, promising to stand by him. Emeka did not have strength like Chukwuma. He did not have wisdom like Obina. He did not have love from the people like Kenechukwu. He did not have peace like Chinedu. But he had cunning. He began with the firstborn, Chukwuma. Emeka approached him with brotherly smiles, suggesting a hunting trip into the sacred forest. It was a tradition for warriors to hunt alone for pride, but Emeka offered to accompany Chukwuma as a sign of brotherhood. But hidden deep in the forest, Emeka had laid traps. He led Chukwuma through the thick paths, pretending to be lost. When Chukwuma stepped into the hidden pit, sharpened stakes greeted his fall. The forest swallowed his screams. The kingdom mourned. A hunting accident, they said. The second brother, Obina, was cautious and sharp. For him, Emeka played a different game. There was a sacred scroll in the palace library, one that only a scholar prince like Obina could translate. Emeka convinced him that their father's sickness was linked to a hidden message in the scroll. Late at night, as Obina sat alone, reading, Emeka swapped his lamp oil with a slow-burning poisonous oil. The smoke filled the air, sweet and deadly. By morning, Obina's lifeless body was found, still holding the scroll. Another accident, they said. The third brother, Kenechukwu, was loved by the people. Killing him in secret was impossible. Emeka planned for the Festival of Lights, where all the kingdom would gather. He paid 2 foreign assassins to blend into the crowd, disguised as performers. When Kenechukwu came out to give his speech, the assassins struck 2 poison darts to his neck, quick and clean. The festival turned into a funeral. The fourth brother, Chinedu, was the commonest of them all, a lover of peace talks. Emeka arranged a fake peace negotiation with another clan, using his contacts to lure Chinedu outside the palace walls. On the journey, ambush awaited. But this time, Emeka joined the mission himself to ensure it was done. The ambush was swift, Chinedu was stabbed and his body thrown into the river. The kingdom wept. Now, only Emeka remained. Emeka's ambition had no brakes. He now turned to his final obstacle, King Jideofor. One cold night, Emeka slipped into the king's chamber, a dagger hidden beneath his robe. The king lay asleep, unaware of the storm standing over him. Rest now, father. I will take care of your kingdom, Emeka whispered, as he drove the blade into King Jideofor's chest. King Jideofor gasped, trembled, and went still. Emeka smiled. The kingdom was told the king had passed. The coronation of Prince Emeka was set. The path was clear. Or so he thought. The day of glory arrived. The palace grounds were filled with nobles, chiefs, and the people of Obioma. Drums of victory echoed. Emeka stood at the center of the palace hall, robed in the finest royal colors, a crown of victory almost within his grasp. The drums silenced as the royal priest lifted the crown above his head. But before it touched him, the palace doors roared open. The hall fell into a graveyard silence. One by one, his brothers stepped in. Chukwuma, alive, body unbroken. Obinna, breathing, his eyes sharp. Kenechukwu, untouched, holding the people's banner. Chinedu, as calm as ever, his smile cold. And behind them is Jideofor, the King Emeka had stabbed, walking tall, holding the staff of judgment. Emeka's lips trembled. His knees forgot their strength. His heart knew he had been played. The Iza's voice shattered the silence. Emeka, son of my blood, you thought yourself a serpent in the dark. But even a serpent cannot escape the eagle's sight. You played a blood game, but you were never in control. The hall watched, breathless, as the East turned to Amora, standing beside him. Amora, speak the truth that you brought to me. Amora stepped forward, her face no longer the soft maiden Emeka once knew. Her voice was steady, cutting through Emeka like a blade. Emeka, the day you whispered your evil plans to me, I saw death in your eyes. I knew you would kill me if I refused. So I smiled at you, I held your hands, I played along, but every word you said, every step you planned, I carried it straight to the king's ears. The hall gasped. You thought I was your shadow, but I was your reflection, showing your deceit to the throne. Jideofor raised his staff, his face stern. The moment Amora revealed your heart, I gathered your brothers. I showed them the poison you carried. Every step you made, we watched. Every move you planned, we were ahead. The king's voice grew louder, as the hall listened, spellbound. You believed you had men loyal to you, fools ready to kill for your crown. But those men you trusted were mine. Every command you gave was reported back. Every death you celebrated was an illusion crafted before your very eyes. Let it be known, Chukwuma never fell into your pit. The earth beneath him was a gate to safety. Obinna never choked on your poison. His breath was shielded before your smoke even rose. Kenechukwu's fall was a stage act, rehearsed in shadows, perfected before the crowd. Chinedu's river death was a dance of deception, he was never lost to the waters. And when you pierced my chest, the only thing your blade met was cowhide armor, not my flesh. Emeka's mouth opened, but no words came. His world crumbled beneath his feet. You never killed anyone, Emeka. You killed yourself with your own greed. Amora stepped closer, her eyes no longer trembling. I played the fool for you, Emeka. Because I knew you would rather kill me than see me resist. But the truth is heavier than fear. I gave your serpent tongue to the king before your blood games even began. The crowd watched as Emeka's ambition turned to dust. The Iza's judgment fell like a hammer. You are no longer a prince. You are no longer my son. His royal beads were stripped from his neck. His royal robe torn apart. Emeka's knees kissed the cold floor. The king grabbed the ceremonial sword of justice, the blade gleaming under the palace lights. He walked to Emeka, who was now trembling on his knees. The Is raised the sword high, his voice echoing through the palace. Let it be known today, before the gods and the people of Obioma, that I did not kill my son. I killed a murderer. I killed an enemy of this kingdom. And by the laws of our ancestors, no enemy of Obioma must be allowed to walk the surface of this earth. Without hesitation, the king drove the sword straight into Emeka's chest. The hall stood still as Emeka gasped, his body collapsing to the cold floor, his blood staining the royal tires he had once dreamt of ruling. Emeka died not as a prince, not as a son, but as a lesson.